Bob's Downtown Diner. Good old American cooking nestled in the entertainment district of historic downtown Mobile. Made from scratch breakfast served all day, every day, starting at 7 a.m. and featuring home cooked lunch specials to boot. Located at 263 St. Francis Street, or as we call it, the corner of Fat and Happy. Call 251 405 1497.
Industry, they bring their wealth of experience to bring you the latest.
A lot of battle going on downtown about that bloke blocking the streets off. David Rass upset about
Yeah,
blocking
I
the
saw
streets
something
off.
about it.
Final Four. They could have done it on a side street.
Just chew rhymes with stew. That's the only reason. Great killer. Now it's time to sip and chew with Mike and Stu.
Bob. 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 What you doing,
Are
Mike?
we a bebop band?
No. Bebop
Do
band.
we bebop? Or we just bop? Hey, welcome to the Sip and Chew show where we do bop.
We do.
We do. So, anyway, hey, I think it's going to be a beautiful day today in the neighborhood. What do you think, Stu?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Listen.
I mean, it's predicted to rain all day, but sure, whatever, Mike.
Well, like if it's
Rain is beautiful.
85,
It makes flowers.
it makes rainbows.
Yeah.
If it's 85% chance of rain, that means there's at least a 15% chance it won't rain.
Yeah, you know where we live, right?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So anyway, welcome again to the Sip and Chew show. We have a good bit of things to talk about. Isn't today Palm Sunday?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Next Sunday is Easter Sunday, and
I know that part.
yeah, Easter Sunday, and
So was last Friday Good Friday, or is this Friday Good Friday?
this Friday's Good Friday.
Okay. So last Friday was Bad Friday, or just Friday?
Every Friday's good to me. I love every Friday it rolls around. I just my favorite least day is Monday.
Yeah.
You know what Monday is?
It's Monday.
It's Sunday afternoon rolling into Monday. It's like Sunday after 3 or 4 o'clock, depending on what time zone we're in.
Right.
Or if we're on daylight savings time. But after like 3 or 4, we start. You start thinking about, oh God, it's Monday. It's gonna be Monday here before I know it. And but Monday keeps me busy. I have a lot to do on Mondays, so I'm always busy. And Monday seems to fly by fast because I have so much to do. I'm like, am I gonna finish what I need to do today?
Yeah.
But I do. I always end up finishing.
Yeah.
And then I try to pile some more things on top of it.
Yeah, like a nap.
My boss wouldn't agree with that. If I did more, he'd say, why don't you do more? Why didn't you do more? So anyway, how you doing, Stu?
Am I?
Good.
So you watched one play of the NCAA tournament, huh?
And it was
it was quite a play to choose.
I just happened to turn around and look at the TV when it happened. And voila, somebody won.
Yeah, I saw it when it happened too, but I was watching the last 5 minutes
The
of the
team
game.
that knocked Alabama out of the Sweet 16.
Or America's team.
Yeah, Elite Eight.
The team that dropped the house on the Wicked Witch of the East. Or I should say, dropped the house on the Wicked Witch of West Vance.
Yeah. I don't know about any of that, but
Yeah.
I just know Alabama lost and San Diego State won yesterday. So
And they'll be playing UConn. It's probably going to be UConn winning the national championship.
But I looked at now I could expect UConn to be in the Final Four.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I
know it's fantastic, isn't it?
It's great.
I
love
the chaos.
Different.
Yeah, I love the chaos of March Madness.
I'm even that way about college football.
Yeah,
believe it or not, I don't always want Alabama. Yeah,
yeah.
But it's
but if Alabama can't win, you're okay with them just not declaring a champion again, right?
I think the teams are getting more equal, and anybody can win anytime. And when we finally get to that playoff season, where you got top 12 teams.
Yeah, we're playing the 112th toughest schedule in the nation. Didn't prepare you for the playoffs, Michigan.
But anyway, we're a food and wine show. And we're going to move on because we get some letters about it. I call it letters, text messages about it.
Yeah, we get tell the truth, man. Wells Fargo, Pony Express. That's what you're getting it from.
Yeah. So, anywho, yeah, smoke signals.
Yeah.
Not to be insensitive to those people, but smoked seagulls. But that means they're probably cooking something though. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Good to hear you. Good to see you.
Thank you. Hanging in, hanging on, trying to stay
Steve's
on top
Steve's
of it,
always
not
got a
underneath it.
smile. He's always smiling.
Yeah.
So
Because
he's
I'm up to
buzzing.
something,
He's
that's
got a
why.
buzz too. What you got over there, buddy?
Yeah. So the message I was just handling on my phone,
Uh-huh.
don't worry about it. It's just Simon, my jump dog.
Oh, is that
Don't worry
all?
about it, yeah.
He can wait.
Yeah, he just got back from a trip to Amelia Island. We're endeavoring
that.
to schedule him in the next couple of weeks
Awesome.
on the show to talk about Tournament of Champions, which if you got to watch food competition,
Mhm.
watch Tournament of Champions. It is
Mhm.
spectacular because it is 32 of the best chefs in the entire country
Wow.
in head-to-head competitions. And Mike, if you haven't seen it, a guy hosts it.
Mhm.
There's a different panel of judges, and the judges are blind. They don't even know who's competing in the tournament that year,
Oh, kind of like The Voice.
I suppose.
They don't know who's playing. They don't know
Yeah.
who's singing.
Yeah, so they get presented a food, and they were told what the challenge was.
Mhm.
Now, the challenge is determined by a big spinning wheel, and they have one for like protein, one for style of cooking, one for technique, one for cooking method, and then a wild card, which could be anything, including respinning everything that you just
Yeah.
spun. And that guy just goes and spins them randomly, and whatever pops up is what they got to cook.
Yeah.
And
Now, I'm not. I could watch that. I could get into that.
Oh,
because
it's
it is
really
blind.
good.
If they are,
oh
they
yeah,
don't know who's cooking.
right. They don't even know who's competing in the contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the day that the judges are there, the only people on set are the ones that are just competing that day. So they don't even know what the whole field looks like.
Mhm.
They don't know who's competing in the field that year.
Wow.
And it's pretty good. And I got to tell you, it's really cool because Simon does color commentary along with Judson Spence, who won Food Network Star the year Marty was on it. Her good
Yeah.
friend Judson is
Mhm. Yeah.
the other play-by-play guy. And then you get Andrew Zimmern on the judges panel, and you've got Simon and Andrew there. That is great food television.
TV made food entertainment made for TV.
There you go.
So I got to give.
It's a great show, and they're in
Get my fire stick.
season
rolling.
3 or season 4 now. But that's the one going on now. And
Wow.
What channel's that?
Food Network.
Food Network.
I have to get my fire stick.
Far
hooked up-
stick.
Far stick hooked
Yeah.
up so I can get Hulu and watch it.
The Hulu.
The Hulu.
Is it on the Hulu? It's on the
Yeah, I watched that far.
It's on the Discovery
Mhm.
Plus. I've got YouTube TV,
Disney
so I
owns
can
everything now. So just about.
Disney in trouble financially. That whole thing. I've been watching some reports. They are crumbling.
I got 2 nephews that
Yeah.
work for them.
Yeah.
One of them goes to the university there too.
Yeah. They are getting ready to cut loose like 5,000 employees. Yeah. 7,000 employees. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of trouble at the House of the Mountain.
Old Walt's probably spinning in his grave.
No, he's sleeping.
I'd be spinning.
Cryogenics.
They got him right there next to the Duke.
But I do love Epcot, man. The food, there's so many places to eat there. And
The
Food
Epcot.
and Wine Festival. Ooh.
oh yeah, and so many beers around the world. And I enjoyed going to Disney as an adult more than I did as a kid. Especially when you do the adult things. So
Yeah. Last time I went to Disney would have been junior year of high school,
mhm.
but it was my 7th trip.
Yeah.
7 trips by age 17.
Was it with the band or the church?
It was the band that time.
The band.
Yeah. First time I went with a friend of mine's family. And then I had an uncle come into town during Christmas time, and we drove down there with his kids. And then went down. My dad was at a great wholesome school called Identifying the Cause of Death at the Scene of a Murder. So he flew us down and we went to Disney World.
Wow.
251-343-0106. What happens when you do that number?
Well, you
Mike?
can text us and you can call us at that. We'd love to hear from you.
Give us a holler.
Let us know you're out there, folks.
Yeah.
On this beautiful Palm Sunday.
Or, don't.
You just listen.
Yeah.
Go to us on our Facebook page.
And YouTube and Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah.
I got a Twitch. We got a Twitch. I got a few interesting birthdays today and a death.
Oh.
I'm going to surprise you with the death.
Okay.
Do I now?
He's going to surprise me with the death.
Somebody in the restaurant business died the other day.
Oh.
So, not locally. It's a big name.
Great big old.
Great big old name.
Yeah, we've been down to the Food and Wine Festival at Disney a number of times. They already started the layoffs, actually. Iger, I'm a big Disney folk. Iger started those Tuesday. But the first wave has already been, the first pink notices have been dropped. Like a lot of people.
My brother and his wife and their 3 boys, they go to Disney like 3 times a year.
Wow.
So when the boys got out of high school, one of them got a job with Disney, but he goes to the University of Disney, Disney College. And then the other brother, when he graduated, he moved down there, but he goes to Disney. And then they do their classes. So my brother got him a job. He's a nurse anesthetist, so he got a job anywhere. So they left Dallas, went to Orlando, bought him a house in Orlando, and just kept the furniture and storage to their houses. They signed on the papers, and they moved down there now. They love it. But they were down there all the time anyway.
I'd like to get down to around Lakeland, in between Tampa and Orlando, and drive back and forth, set up my studio, and kind of work for Disney or Universal or any of the agencies down there.
My other nephew, on my ex-wife's side, he went to Full Sail.
Yeah.
And now he teaches at Full Sail. He worked at Sony Studios. He worked on Bridges and Nash.
Nash
Bridges. He worked on Friends, Seinfeld. He did 2 Academy Awards. They were nominated for 2 Academy Awards.
Well, Full Sail's.
So he got tired of it. He got so tired of dealing with all the shit out in California and LA, and so he moved.
Yeah, it's insane out there. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. So he had an opportunity, and he's going to school too at the same time. He's trying to get his doctorate in it, or for whatever the equivalent is. His master,
like mixing and mastering or something.
He's whatever the highest degree you can get in that stuff. But he's a teacher, and so he's taking classes himself.
Wow. Here we go.
The Prep Sports Report team this Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. right here on FM Talk 106.5. To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike.
Mike and Stu, that's us.
It is us. Hey,
how you doing?
I bet on this beautiful morning, I bet there's a ton of people sitting on the sidewalk by the road at
Where?
the corner of Fat and Happy.
Oh, you know
there.
what's there, don't you?
What?
Bob's Downtown Diner.
Oh my God! People all the time. Where's a great place in Mobile to go for brunch? Boom! There you go.
Yep. They got
There you
breakfast 7 days a week.
They do,
And you can get breakfast at lunch.
You can have it at lunchtime too. I like breakfast at dinner time, but
You should have stopped by Bread River the other night. I did my breakfast for dinner mac and cheese.
I'd be darned.
Yep.
I'd be darned. But also, they're fine friends of ours, and they're great supporters.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
show. We love them. Also, last night I went and worked a shift at Le Bichon Wine and Tapas Bar, and we were slow, but I had a bunch of friends come in and see me, and of course they're fine friends at the show, and they help us out, and I had me a bite of pimento when I was there last night.
One bite.
I had a hankering for it. I had an itch. I had to scratch my itch with that pimento cheese, and we had a lot of people order that last night. It was like the hot thing. And one guy, he did tell me he didn't like jalapenos, but That's just the way it is. And that's the way it is.
Yeah, well, get over it, dude.
That's it. And then our friends at Halls, they
Do you know what the proper thing to say is when something contains something you don't like?
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's the proper thing to say.
Right.
Just don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
No one needs to know that you don't like it. It's like
The ingredients are right there on the menu.
Yeah. Right.
I said something wrong. Oh, it's got jalapenos in it. I didn't know what's on the menu. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who was you about to mention there?
Anyway, we also have friends that love us at Hall's Sausage and Wholesale Meats.
It is funny you say that because I'm staring at a message from Deborah right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sip and Chew with Mike and Chew. The W in Columbus, Mississippi. The nation's oldest state-supported college for women.
Yeah.
Admitting smart men since 1982. And the home of the region's finest culinary school. It's getting a brand new state-of-the-art building this fall.
Wow.
So
I wonder if somebody's that we know is donating toward that construction.
You mean Brett Favre?
No, like the Hodges.
I don't know.
They get their name on it.
Well, if they're just there buying a T-shirt,
yeah,
then they're helping.
There
you go.
There you go.
They're spending tax dollars in the state of Mississippi. It's a state-run institution.
Yeah.
How about
there
that?
you go. And hey,
yeah,
our buddy Roy Seaver over there at Butch Cassidy, in just a few short weeks, 30 years, Butch Cassidy's been in business.
An anniversary, you
Now
say?
he will not tell me what he's planning on doing.
Probably nothing.
He probably don't know.
He's closed for the
week. He's so humble and shy. He probably won't do anything. He won't. He just say, oh yeah, today's our anniversary. But he's on his 25th. He had a big party out there with a Bronco bull, and an electronic bull, and I had fun taking pictures of video of people get thrown off of it. It was a hoot. But he might do something. We'll see. I'm trying to encourage him. Over there at Flow Shell.
Tell him.
Corner of
marching band.
And a
marching band. Marching band.
There you go.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But I mentioned I had some things I had to announce today, and we want to say happy birthday to Donna Hall. Donna Hall, the famous Wet Willie. She's a Williette, but she's married to Stan Foster, so her name is Donna Hall Foster. And Stan plays in Phil and Foster.
Yeah.
And
which one is he?
Stan.
Oh, okay.
Stan Foster.
Of Phil and Foster, he's Stan.
Yeah. They are so entertaining. They always play on Wednesday nights at Callahan, but they play all over the place. But Wednesday night, they're having a birthday party for her. At Callahan.
Oh, wow. That's convenient.
Yeah, it's going to be big party. It'll flow out into the street. It's crowded, just go out to the street, which it always does, almost anyway. But it's her birthday, and I don't know how old she is. It don't matter. But Stan also plays in Rolling in the Hay, and Phil plays in that sometimes too. Great band. So entertaining. They're so funny and so entertaining. And Donna's easy on the eyes too. So it'll be a fun party. Also, Chef Fletch. Her last name's Fletcher. She was the executive chef for the Wharf for a while, and I met her at the World Food Championship. So I don't know where she's working at now, but she was there. Tomorrow is Jennifer Boozer of Canabama. She's right here on this station.
Right here on this here station, which is this station, by the way, FM Talk 106.5.
That's it.
For your listening pleasure.
Vote for them for best radio station. Vote for us for the best DJ and talk show host.
And
if you
remember,
want to vote for us in DJ category, that's okay. Go ahead.
And best Baldwin County politician.
There you go.
We nominated.
But today's the last day you can vote to
ever.
To vote
for the land
final nominees. So and also Caitlin Horn, who's the executive, she used to be an executive chef at Guido's. She's now the executive chef over at one of the chefs over at Kitchen on Main. Phenomenal.
I hear great things about that place.
Phenomenal food. And now when she got there, hey, today is Peanut Butter and Jelly Day, National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Did you know that?
No.
Y'all put a little Heinz 7A1 on it. Tomorrow is National Chocolate Mousse Day. Chocolate mousse.
Where do you hunt them?
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Well, I understand that that T. Marie's makes a heck of a chocolate mousse.
Mm.
So they did last year on National Mousse Day. But we do have a sad death. Dominick Joe Emil Signa Jr. of the famous Doe's Eats in Greenville, Mississippi.
Mm.
Yeah, he passed away this week. And if you've not been there, how many times have they got a James Beard Award?
Once. You only
And
get one.
They're a shack.
Yeah.
They're a shack.
Not the one in Biloxi.
No.
That's rather posh.
But the world famous one, the original, is in Greenville, Mississippi.
Was an old market, I believe.
Yeah. Well,
And used to cook the steaks in an iron skillet on an old stove or something.
I think it was started by the slaves when they were free.
Freed slaves.
The free slaves.
Yeah.
And people used to line up at the back door at the kitchen door to eat because the food was so good.
Yeah.
So
one of the great
history.
historic eateries in all the South. Like I say, my experience at the Doe's in Biloxi was a little fancier than at the original, which was Greenville, I believe.
Greenville, Mississippi. Yeah. Still there, still operating. And
well,
Alton Brown and Anthony Bourdain did splendid stories on it.
And John T. Edge too, who does a great series for SEC Network, but he's a food historian.
Yeah.
Yeah, John is a great guy.
How do you become a food historian? Is there a class?
There probably is now, but before you just, I mean, to a certain extent, I'm a food historian because I just read about it, and take in the information.
Self-acclaimed. Self-acclaimed.
I don't know that Harvard offers a degree in that.
Never do.
Yeah.
Offers a degree.
To let you know how famous Mike's palate is. He actually has restaurants messaging in because he hasn't eaten there in a while. Apparently, Big Potato Company. Hey, Mike, hope you guys are having a great day today.
I ate there last week.
There you go.
Not this past week, but the week before.
But just once.
No, I've eaten there before.
No, I mean in the last week.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess they're used to the old Mike before the diet that was there 4 or 5 times a day.
I got a turkey sandwich. It was delicious.
Get a potato for breakfast, a potato for lunch, and a potato for dinner.
But I did drink water.
There you go. Turkey sandwich is good.
I had a turkey sandwich. Butch Cassidy has a delicious turkey sandwich. I'm sure there's a lot of good turkey sandwiches around town.
And we all have Panini Pete to thank for that. Because no one ever got excited about a turkey sandwich until he was on Triple D.
And he deep fried it, wrapped in aluminum foil.
Yeah. And but it is the best turkey sandwich. Oh it is so moist. It is just incredible. And
it's hard to admit. Well,
and that made turkey sandwiches a star nationwide.
I think people think of turkey as dry.
Well,
I know I do.
That's because most people cook it dry.
And
they burn it.
Yeah. So, but those places I've had turkey sandwiches, Pete's place, Roy's place, and Big Potato Cup, moist, delicious.
Yeah.
Really good.
And that's the secret to a good turkey sandwich.
I love to have it with wrapped in romaine lettuce instead of the bread. Since I'm on my diet,
that's a turkey salad.
Wrapped. I said wrapped.
Yeah, like it's still a salad. If it's in lettuce, it's a salad. And call it what you want.
What about if I put it between 2 pieces of lettuce?
Why don't you put it between 251-343-0106? How's that for a transition? That's our call or text line, folks.
We'll finish this up when we come back, folks. Do we got music?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
So we got just enough time to say we don't have enough time.
Let me start this story about me eating dinner with the president one time. Oh, well, never mind.
And you got Cookie on the phone.
Hey! We'll get her when we come back.
All right.
Yeah, I could actually do the 30-second sign at 15, and you guys could start wrapping it up at 15 seconds.
Answer. Simon
I'm
here.
just doing what I was told to be doing.
I see it. Sean noticed we got. Remember that post I made 2 weeks ago about the second category of the Taste Awards?
Yeah.
Apparently he finally saw it.
FM Talk 1065, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority, and Dr. Bill Williams.
Oh,
We gotta win something one day.
do what?
Why don't we give ourselves an award? We get wrestling belts.
There's actually, I got this email. It's funny you mentioned that. I got this email a couple of years ago from a company, and I had to really study this. And I'm going, I've only been fairly local, not, international at this time. And this beautiful award.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have won this award. All you need to do is send us $200 to print it out, to put it on the plaque, and we'll send you the plaque and everything. I'm like, is that like nominating myself and buying my own award? That's pretty good. And they had some big long fancy name for it, and I was like, that's very interesting.
We'll also have an Easter egg hunt for kids with thousands of candy-filled eggs in between the Easter services at 10:30 a.m. Jesus died as a substitute for our sins.
Have y'all seen that McEnroe and Agassi pickleball tournament? It's on ESPN. Somebody just posted this on ESPN right now. I saw a preview. It's hilarious. They interview them each separately, and that pickleball.
My son is into that. He loves it.
Oh, that's a thing?
Mhm.
Pardon?
That's a thing?
Yeah. It's a real thing, dude.
Poor kids these days.
Yeah, I was the same
Grown-ups.
reaction. I was like, it's a real thing.
It's grown-ups out there over at Daphne and Fairhope. You go to pickleball courts, it's all adults.
Yeah.
Out there.
And the thing that threw me off, is cornhole.
Yeah.
And then for the longest time, I'm like, really? All I'm thinking is beating this butt hit,
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Tournament.
Get on the line. Call 343-0106. Now back to my guest.
Mike.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. I think I got everything covered in that last segment.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
So,
Well, tomorrow's a big day
yeah.
in the world of box out.
Mm-hmm.
We have a meeting at 2:00 with the zoning commission.
Yeah.
See if we can't get permission to be an operating business.
Don't we get that hair for you?
It's a Luke hair. There we go.
Well, it's sitting there like.
Yeah, I know. Every time I go.
It's like you look at
It was-
talking to somebody and they got a bat in their cave and it's like moving in and out,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're sitting there trying to get it off your cup, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I know.
damn, you want me to just get it for you? So,
I don't know if you could have, man. That thing was
the only
elusive.
way, folks, you're going to know what we're doing here is by going live on our feed.
You go to our Facebook, you
Yes.
can go to YouTube, or you can go to Twitch. Check us out.
Twitch. There you go.
The show is called Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu.
That's it.
And I'm Stu.
I'm Mike.
There we go.
Anyway.
Now, what are we going to do for the next half hour?
Okay, I see Cookies on the line. Let's talk.
Yeah,
to
there we
Cookie
go.
a
We can
little
talk to Cookie.
Hello, Cookie.
Good
Hey,
morning.
how you doing? I would be. I'd be very afraid. Yeah, be very afraid. How you doing, Cookie? Well, did we leave you speechless? Did we leave you speechless? Yeah.
Every day above ground's a good one.
So what can we do for you today? No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Isn't every plant at some point a weed?
Yeah.
You mean a weed, right? I was listening to a backpacking podcast on the way in, Cookie, called the Backpacking Podcast. Those guys are clever. And they were
name.
talking about there's a company that is now making a backpacking material to make the backpacks out of recycling old plastic water bottles.
Mhm.
That it is that is super light, it's super strong. That's very cool
Mhm.
because
It is.
since COVID, the packaging that food went in has just, it's exponential how much is getting back in our waterways since COVID started. Because
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That is not a plastic problem. That is a human problem.
Yeah.
Humans
And
are
specifically
doing this.
humans from Australia and Japan. The U.S. had nothing to do with that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just if humans would. I recycle. I recycle just about everything at my house, and
Including Kleenex, y'all. So if you go over,
I have 3 different recycling bins downstairs. I've got one for plastic, one for paper, and one for glass. And my
call it what it is. It's wine bottles. One for wine bottles.
Absolutely, and mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Cookie, you make fine message, dear. Thank you for calling in. And if we don't hear from you before next week, have a happy Easter. And if we do hear from you next week, we'll talk about it then.
All right.
Especially Dana Carvey.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, because you and I had been discussing that it's important to me. I'm going to do an environmentally friendly container at Mac and Cheesery.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy Mike Bailey came up with one at one of the best prices I've been able to find. And it's exactly what I want. The 8 ounce and the 12 ounce that you found for me with the paper with the lids on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. And the price on it is phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then you're going to get me the little paper bags I can put my grilled cheese sandwiches in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that'll be good. I don't have to worry about drinks because Box Out furnishes that. So if you complain about the price of the drink when you come there, talk to Box Out.
Is there going to be a problem?
Well, it's $3, but it's all you can drink.
Yeah.
And it's that special cup that you have to have for a low dog cup.
Yeah.
So those aren't cheap.
No.
At least not to us. They're $2 a piece to us.
Okay.
So that's the price. So
okay. I hope things go well tomorrow, and
so do I.
Get this thing rolling. And it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Start getting some money in instead of just money going out.
Well,
Oh.
there is that.
Yeah.
There is that. It's a shame that You know, there's so many hurdles that people don't realize what it takes to open a place.
Yeah.
Not only a restaurant.
And it should not be that hard.
No. But I almost feel like I love my city, but I almost feel like they do more to keep you from going in business than starting a business.
Yeah. And that goes back to way before current administrations or even the last two. Mobile was bigger than Atlanta and bigger than New Orleans in the 1920s and 30s. And we had a group of families that ran the city back then who decided it was better to be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond. And those families worked for generations to stunt the growth of this area because they knew if it got bigger, they wouldn't be running it anymore. Yeah. And a bunch of them ended up going to prison eventually, a couple of generations down the line. So.
Well, it's a sad, you know, my gripe in this business is the Board of Health. And my conversations with all the restaurants I deal with and talk to, they continue. It's like they make it up as they go, because what they require one restaurant to do, they don't require another.
Yeah, there's not a consistency among inspectors.
Yeah,
and I've had some that were great and some that weren't, and you know, and they're having a hard time putting people in that position too. There's a lot of turnover in that department, and whenever you have a lot of turnover in something, you're gonna have those inconsistencies.
I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. What makes the job so bad that nobody wants to work it?
Well, I mean, do you want to go around and look at a bunch of nasty places?
Well, not all of them are nasty.
Right. Yeah, but
not all of them are nasty.
Yeah.
And some of them are great people. I know some of them, and they're great people. But yeah, it's hard to with any job today. I mean, everybody's having a hard time finding staff, and it's still going on, folks. It's not going to change anytime soon. You know, so pack your patience when you go to a restaurant.
And the thing that I hear at every place I go, well, that price has gone up since the last time I was in here. Yes, because it's supposed to.
It keeps going.
You should expect the price to go up every time you enter any business from the last time you're there, and be thankful when it doesn't. Because think about it, grocery stores, what they sell is on a commodity. Their price literally changes every day.
Folks, do you not know that bags, paper products come from trees? Look at the price of lumber. Now it's come down significantly, but it's still high.
Right.
And that byproducts of those trees go into making paper too.
Yeah.
And other products. And that's the fact. And then not to count the most trucks that haul that around run on diesel.
Yeah.
They don't run on solar energy, they run on diesel.
Yeah.
And diesel's not
expensive,
cheap.
yeah.
It's not cheap.
Very expensive.
And then all the fees they have to pay at ports and weighing stations and each state. I mean, they got to pay a fee each state they go through.
Yeah, every time they cross a line.
Yeah,
there's some government standing there with
their hand out. Somebody got their hand.
I had a guy when I worked for the Hertz Corporation years ago told me something that I'd never thought of before. He said, "Do you know what rich people have to deal with that you and I don't?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Their first thought every morning when they wake up is, okay, who's going to try and take everything I own today?" That is something that there is a certain freedom to poverty.
Somewhat,
because like if you don't own anything, you can call somebody anything you want. And if they go, "I'll sue you for every cent you got," you can just hand that penny to them.
Yeah.
Save you some trouble. There it is. I'm still going to call you so-and-so. There's a freedom that comes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be on the other end.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be on the other end just to see, wouldn't it?
Mind waking up.
I wouldn't mind giving that a try. Just, we'll make our decision after that because we've only had the one side to it. But Janis Joplin, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yep, that's the entire sentiment of it. If you don't have anything, nobody can take everything away from you. I'd rather have the stuff that I want, and if they try and take it away from me, knock them in the head with a stick. I think that works too. Because this is Alabama, where our state motto is "We dare defend our rights."
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Great big old stick.
Who said that? I know who said
That was Teddy Roosevelt, I
it.
believe.
Somewhere.
Or was it FDR? Yeah, that sounds more like Teddy.
Yeah,
He was a whomping and stomping little fella.
absolutely.
Mike, you want to give out that phone number?
251-343-0106 is the text in and call in line, just like Cookie did, and
Nobody else did. Everybody else was on the online.
There you go. Here's your bottle of wine song.
Red or white?
It don't matter.
White Zinfandel.
Both of them. Yeah, Charlie wine.
Deal. Join me weekdays for This Morning, America's First News. Hear the stories you'll be talking about and searching for all day as we go beyond the headlines and above the chatter with your first look at breaking news, money, Washington politics, technology, entertainment, entrepreneurship, and sports. We explain why stories matter. That's why we
Hey, here's somebody about to get blocked.
And relevant radio program. Join us weekdays for This Morning, America's First News.
Yeah, what are they saying?
So we just box out.
That is the container park where the mac and cheesery is going to be.
Oh,
Yeah. That's out. OWT.
oh,
Out.
Street slang.
Yeah, here's the message.
Are they from-
Hi, I want to offer
Milwaukee or
promotion for your
something?
channel, viewers, followers, views, chat bots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality, it guaranteed to be the best. Yeah, I don't think so. It's just a bot chatting because we're doing a live broadcast.
Right. Well, thank you, algorithm, for shooting me that. You know,
Well, if the bots are noticing this, it won't be long before the yuppies learn that
Right.
we're here.
did you give me how's your turnout on Twitch?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Yeah. First broadcast ever, and I have no followers.
Yeah.
It's just I had a third spot. I put it on Twitch. I could switch it and do it on my Twitter feed and probably get more
Yeah,
views.
yeah. I was thinking. I don't know what you feel about TikTok.
Yeah. Can't do an hour-long broadcast on TikTok.
Yes.
Can you? Yeah, that's why I don't do
You
it
can
on
do live. You can do live.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I set up a TikTok page, and then
My wife has been having really good success with hers.
You know, I hope they get this thing squared away because TikTok's very entertaining.
Yes, it is,
And
and informing.
I was watching CBS Sunday Morning this morning, they were the Chinese, one of the executives of TikTok, they're offering to move the entire operation from China to Texas.
Well,
by the way, that chat bot that I just read you, that was on Twitch. That's our only comment on Twitch so far. It was a chat bot.
It's time to change it.
So I don't know how to block them on Twitch yet.
you should. I think all of them have a block or you mark them as spam or something
Yeah.
like that in your settings.
Yeah, we've had a Twitch page for like 3 years. This is the first time we've ever done anything on it. I signed up for it 3 years ago, and that's it. Hadn't looked at it again.
That's generally most of it's gaming and
Yeah.
subscribers watching people play games. It's amazing to me.
Yeah. By Curiosity TV.
And it sponsors.
Mike, I got a question for you.
See,
If I were going to try and find a good place for breakfast in downtown Mobile 7 days a week, and maybe I like to eat my breakfast a little late, like say 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Got any recommendations?
oh, there's only one. Only
one.
one. Only one that matters.
Yeah.
And that's Bob's Downtown Diner.
Where is that?
Corner of Fat and Happy, North Jackson, and St. Francis Street. I have looked on my Facebook feed, and I've got 4 different friends that are there right now eating at the same time. They probably don't even know each other, but that's okay. That's okay. Yes.
Well said.
Yes. You can also get that real famous meal that they serve down there.
Grits and eggs.
No,
Eggs and bourbon.
The Bailey special. It's a ribeye, y'all.
But you can get eggs and bourbon there, though.
You can too. You can that too as well after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
On Sunday. You get it 7 the rest of the
that's
week.
true.
Yeah, they
True
do. They don't want you going to church snockered, but you can go to work that way.
Yeah, okay. You're right about
that's
that.
that's the way the law is
You know
written.
what? There's a lot of people, they get like nurses that have worked all night,
Yeah,
and bar people who worked all night
right.
come in there and at 7 o'clock and start eating breakfast.
Yeah.
They're just knocking off their shifts.
Yeah.
Because some of them bars downtown stay open pretty late.
Yeah.
And but they're going home when some of us are going to work.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I've been on that end before. I've been on that end.
I understand it. I understand. But yes, Bob's Downtown Diner, corner fat and happy. Peace loving bacon grease, y'all.
Now, if I wanted a fine glass of wine in the afternoon and I'm on the Eastern Shore,
There's no other place. No other place but Le Bichon Wine and Tapas Bar.
now let me throw a caveat in it.
Mhm.
What if I wanted some pimento cheese?
Get your charcuterie board. And they serve pimento cheese on that. But you can get the pimento cheese by itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one
Well,
pimento
cracker.
cheese.
Crackers too.
One pimento cheese. You know what I like to dip? This is my idea of a chips and dip.
Mm-hmm.
Pimento cheese and
Mhm.
fried pickles. And just dig the fried pickles in that pimento cheese.
Hmm.
Oh, it's good.
Mm.
It's good.
Well, they serve fried pickles too. So that might be.
There you
You
go.
may give Tanya another idea.
There you go, Tanya. My gift to you, dear.
So
Hey, if you wanted to get a whole bunch of meat, where would you go?
I'd go to Hall Sausage and wholesale meats
Oh, that sounds
out
like
there. And what's the name of that street?
Iroquois,
Iroquois. Or you could just go to Walmart,
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly,
Yeah.
Rouse's serve
Yeah.
some of their meat,
Yeah.
sell some of their meats.
Yeah.
Greer's sells
Yeah.
some of their meats.
Yeah.
So it's available retail, but you can go there and get it too.
Yeah.
And you probably got a broader selection at the store on Iroquois.
No, it's all guys. Mike's catching up.
crickets.
Uh
So anyway,
oh, Steve. 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
It's the rubber match game between Auburn and Florida down in
Oh.
down there in Tallahassee where y'all play.
The only thing good about Auburn is they got good colors.
We do a much better job with them than other people that kind of put disco colors on.
we got a text message here.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, it says,
Are we in trouble?
Good morning. I'm curious about Ed's Seafood Shed. I've heard it's moving to Daphne. Well, sir, it's already moved to
But
Daphne.
not Daphne. It's in
No,
Spanish
it's in
Fort.
Spanish Fort. Yeah, and they're training their staff now, and they're getting ready to open
Very soon.
very soon. They're
Don't
gonna
have
be
a date
opening soon.
yet.
No, but they're training the staff as we speak.
And soon we will have catfish and grits for breakfast again.
Absolutely.
Like the
I
good
wonder
Lord
if they're gonna serve
intended.
their pancakes.
You've had their pancakes?
Well, they serve pancakes, yeah.
Yeah.
When their location on the Bayway.
Yeah.
On the Causeway, I mean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, the catfish and grits was on the breakfast menu. Why would it not be on the breakfast menu?
That's where it's
That's where fish and grits should always be.
always be.
It's a
Well,
breakfast
Well,
dish.
you can get that anywhere, anytime,
Catfish and grits anywhere, anytime?
just about.
Where?
It's like a lunch item now. It's a lunch staple.
Well, it's a breakfast.
Well, maybe yeah. Sometimes.
In this part of the country, that's a breakfast.
Okay,
Fish and grits.
I bet you. If you
But
go to
usually
South
it's fried
Carolina,
blue grill.
I bet you go to South
No,
Carolina.
they have shrimp and grits and they serve it for dinner.
That's right.
The shrimp and grits place.
Okay.
Shrimp and grits ain't from the Gulf Coast.
That's
But
right.
it is a fine addition to what we do, is it not?
It is that.
Mike's up there just staring at the words. Are
I'm
they-
trying to see what these people are saying. 'Cause I had eye surgery and I can't see anything now.
So it worked, I
So-
guess.
And look, folks, be looking out for Roy Butch Cassidy's 30-year anniversary coming up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Butch Cassie's Cafe, the now famous Butch Burger.
That's it.
It is now famous. Well, last week when I told you I was going to go to Gulf Quest Museum when we got
Yeah.
out of here and do an episode of Delta Safari on it. And I sat out there in the parking lot. I guess you saw me for a few minutes because I was going to go ahead and reserve my ticket online. And they are not open on Sunday. So I did not go. But you saw the video, did. I went out to Municipal Park and I was going to try and do some bass fishing. And there's just really no place to get down to the water and good castable water there.
Where?
Municipal Park, Langen Park.
There's no. Oh, okay. There's
Yeah.
Too many people around.
No, there's just the water is so shallow now. It's just all
Oh, yeah,
grassy
yeah,
and
yeah.
lily pads, and
Mhm.
you have to cast 50 feet out, and then the last 25, you're hoping you don't get snagged. And of course, everything I had a bare treble hook on it. So there was this gazebo most people know about. It's a big one there by the museum.
Mhm.
Well, if you go past that museum, there's a little creek that runs down from the little police precinct up there, and it empties into Spring Hill Lake. Well, it falls over a little waterfall, not much, about 3-4 feet, but it has made a pool in that creek. So I pulled out my backpacking rig, which had a tiny little jig on it, and I went to town in that creek for about 20 minutes. And I caught a dozen fish on 30 casts.
Really?
Yep. Red-breasted sunfish, which are beautiful if you've never seen them before.
Huh.
And then one little largemouth bass about 3 inches long. I mean, none that I caught was big at all, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was, that's almost a fish every other cast.
I've watched the video. And I watched these fishermen, and they gently lower the fish back into the water.
Well, I was 8 feet above the water surface. Yeah, I was 8 feet above the water surface.
If he was catching pigs would be flying. Pigs would fly.
Fish were.
Because he was just chunking them a little. They're probably just flopping. Oh,
that's not nearly as bad for them as keeping them out of the water.
Well, you got a point there.
Yeah. So I want to get them back in as quickly as I can.
You lure them with temptation.
Did you notice the color of that grub too?
It was pretty.
It was yellow on one side and pink on the other.
Okay.
It looked like an Easter egg, but they were tearing it up.
Huh.
Their little 4-inch selves.
But
it was a lot of fun.
4 inches.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
serious, man. Everything was, I mean, they're little panfish. But they were a blast.
They were all. That was a lot of fun, but not for the fish.
Right. Well, they don't remember.
First, they get a hook in their mouth. And
man, there's this guy in North Alabama that has built a 5-acre pond on part of his property, and he has got these special, very aggressive largemouth that he put in, and one of them was so aggressive he caught him on 2 casts, 3 casts apart. 5 minutes later, he caught the same because he was tagging him.
Yeah.
And when he pulled this one out, he goes, "Let's see if he's got a tag." And he went on. He goes, "This is the one I just released."
They must be starving.
No, they're just super aggressive.
All righty, folks. It's the end of the day.
Yeah.
The end of another show.
Yeah. Time to go get lunch.
Get out there, enjoy your beautiful Sunday, and whether it rains or not, and get out there. Servers earn your tips. Support local, be local, buy local.
There you go, Mike. All of that sounds good. And let's not forget provolone.
Provolone, buddy.